Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Alright, let's continue. There is some construction outside of my window, though, so hopefully it doesn't get too bad. Let's... Wow, we had this very basic thing that we never got around to. Ask him about the pissing contest. Alright.
Yes? What do you want to know? What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of
The
stupidity?
cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its
Oh, he
natural
does not like the
conclusion.
Union. Well, I mean, I guess in his eyes, they're like... party. So we let the Union... so this is a struggle over who runs
Well,
Martinez.
sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the
I
contrary.
wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. There can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest at case-solving machine, since I outperform you in every way imaginable.
The silence carries.
Yes, I'm an unrepentant spoilsport. Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do. He opens one hand.
Which school do you subscribe to? Mambo or Jambo? It's always good to have a police officer who can see and feel. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter.
Huh?
Forget I
Logic,
ever made-
formidable.
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to slight Precinct 57.
Yeah, that makes more sense than the other stuff
Just
I thought of.
think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up
Kim,
3 days
what if
late
my precinct sent me
wearing
on this case
piss-stained
because I'm a
disco
fuck
garb.
up? Like, as a
You
joke.
I've considered it.
So it's
It
true.
would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely. I
Why is
checked
that?
the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
So you are their
I
finest.
am the finest of nothing. Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't
Oh,
know
you were
what
supposed
it
to have
is
this
yet.
conversation
But
way
it's there.
earlier.
So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
Okay, well, we got that done. You gotta sing karaoke. Oh, we gotta convince,
This window is
why was the window replaced? Like, I think that's kind of important. Gotta convince Gart to let us sing karaoke.
Hey, was there something you needed? No, you don't. It's not happening. It's for the... It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after
The Great Karaoke Catastrophe.
of 44. A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to
What?
sing karaoke.
Really?
Okay, yes, it's for some clients. Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got
I
stolen.
have my own song with me.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself.
Oh no. Alright, well this could be a disaster. I don't know what you need for karaoke. I guess it would be savoir-faire maybe? No, I don't think it would be. It would be drama. I think drama probably, right? Let's see. Is there anything, what's my drama at? +2, it's not bad already.
The stage is all you feel.
So, are you ready for your
Yep.
thing now? Let me know when.
I can see that.
Hold on. Maybe we do have to up it a little, probably. We have anything else that gives us drama? Oh. Drama is one of the easier ones to. Okay. I am in a very weird outfit.
The stage
do it.
you feel.
So, are you ready for your.
Immediately, hands. Where do you put your hand? There are some people out there, but yes, you could always do it in the evening.
Oh,
It will be less scary.
it actually made it worse. Too close to the mic. You actually made it worse. Okay.
The stage you feel.
So, are you ready for your thing now?
72%.
The air
Let's
is
go.
thick. With the tape clicks into the carousel, and then the music starts.
I would often go there to the tiny church there. The
Are they actually gonna
smallest
sing it? I
church
mean, your
in
character doesn't
San
say
Sam.
anything. Where's your ancient
Though it
reptilian
once
brain?
was larger. How the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there. Toward the Seven Sisters. Toward
The Seven
those
Sisters are the seven
pale
churches,
cliffs there.
the DeLorean churches, right? Yeah.
I would often stay there. In that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here.
Okay, it is a performance.
But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
Damn.
Not bad.
Yes, not bad at all.
Yes. I'm going to unplug the microphone. Okay.
Not bad. Hey, did John like it?
Again? I can't believe this shit. Okay, why not? Let's do it. So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, there's more.
What's our authority? Oh, we got no authority from this. We get 2 authority from this? Oh, it was the glasses or the Oh, you get 2 authority from. You might get -2 authority from the thing. Okay. Any more savoir-faire? +2 and +2. +2 seems to be the most you can get, honestly. Drama +3, but there's a lot of clothes that give drama. Seems to be it. Okay. Oh, what else do we need to do? We gotta put the locust back, right? Okay. Oh, we have a lot of victory. Well, I almost said victory points. No, skill points. Okay, it makes sense. We need double authority. I had to max physical instrument just to see if we can open that door. Alright, can we teleport? Oh, can't even teleport. Oh, actually, we have to talk to Joyce too, don't we? Well, let's do the side stuff before we talk to Joyce. Joyce is like the main thing. Still wondering about that door. There it is.
The reeds don't slow. The locusts, they're not
Good. Now don't answer that.
He doesn't want to. But if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the investigation back on.
Oh. Need to get in there somehow. Oh wow. I guess we should do the dance thing now too. Or the father and son still there.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind, dripping water.
No. I won't even I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I pass my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
His hands lead the way when it comes to that. And his shoulders. It's reflex.
Huh.
Hello again. Sure, what's on your mind? But of course, I do have some...
He's not gonna give you money. What are you doing? Clearly you were just profiling.
Of course, detective. I don't know it. If not,
Forget it. They don't sell those kind of books.
What happens if you do ask him for money?
hello again. I do have...
He's not gonna...
Oh no, I don't have it on me, officer. I'm just spending time with...
Not that he would have to worry about being robbed.
I do some Lomantang stick fighting now and then.
What's low mountain?
It's an anthropological heritage of the Lomantang people. A martial art of sorts. Interestingly enough, brings us to the socio-economic structure. But anyway, I'm boring you with details again. You were saying. Then I guess everything got said. I do some Lomantang stick fighting.
Wait, what does this man know about Pyrrolidon addiction?
You got me, detective. But my history should hardly...
Here's a former junkie.
Dad's fighting with sticks every night after dinner for 4 hours. He has a special room for that and a special costume.
That's right, Mikhail. It also has a meditative quality. Helps to clear my head. But I do some Lomantang...
Wait, what does this man know?
Dad's fighting with sticks.
That's right, Mikhail.
You see, a slogan used to intertwine.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
How do we get into the sewers then, if they're using the sewers as a like a drop-off point or whatever for the smuggling? Alright, let's try it.
Oh, hey, man. It's to
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure, with the fused...
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway,
You close your eyes.
Alright, here we go.
Total darkness. Here it will begin.
To roll the world in the spinal cord.
Good.
Full... With your eyes, you must have... You have become free from self.
oh my god!
With it. He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes. The young man, with the authority of the law, is keeping
What's going on here? Did he...
the lieutenant. He's having trouble.
What's happening? Good for you. Rock up. What?
Authority, 92%, let's go. Dancing, so infectious.
Who's the one in charge?
I'm gonna pull rank on you one time, and that time is now.
Are you kidding me? Get my what on?
Sheesh. Oh,
Okay, you psychopath. I see what you're doing there. It's jacked up footwork. Plus is that Ubi folk dancing? Nah, it's not Ubi folk. It's hardcore. Yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah? I did 15 years in the juvenile crime unit. I can do age inappropriate. Now, check this shit out.
Yo, get him.
Begins to heel kick the church floor with such intensity, it's reasonable to fear he'll kick a hole right through it, causing the floor to crack and the pillars to collapse, bringing the church roof down on all of you. It doesn't look like he'd give a shit either. The young woman lifts her head for
Asil, aren't you going to dance? No.
the lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention. The dynamic mode, you feel as if turning on the hyperdrive.
Here we go again. Hardcore feels the sound above my head.
What now?
Above my head.
Okay, this is too imbecile. Excuse me.
Oh, he stopped?
On the coast of the Martinez Inlet, in a small weather-beaten slave church built 380 years ago by settlers from the Occident, most likely to guard against an anomaly at its center. An officer of the RCM is contorting his body into idiotically rigid shapes as he invents the future of dance music. It's the hardest anyone has ever danced.
I am the city. The modulations of my voice are noted down with thermometers and barometers. You feel me in your nostrils. I also reside. I am a fragment of the world spirit, the genius Loki of Revachol. My heart is the wind corridor. The bottom of my air is red. I have 100,000 luminous arms. Come morning, I carry industrial dust and let it settle on tree leaves. I shake the dust from those leaves and onto your coat. I've seen you. I've seen you. I've seen you with her. And I've seen you without her. I've seen you on the crescent of the hill.
But who am I? Why are you talking to me?
You are an officer of the citizens' militia, Jaunt and Rebut. When you wear your coat, you wear my soul. You move through my streets freely, in motor carriages and on foot. You have access to the hidden places. You also circulate among those who are hidden. I need you. You can keep me on this earth. Be vigilant. I love you.
An officer of the RCM is lying on the floor of a small church with his eyes rolled back and his...
Had a
Oh,
good
you
rest
passed
there?
down.
Fuck yeah! I bet you did. Those were some advanced moves, man.
That's all great, but we should really get going. We spent enough time doing aerobic exercise for today.
You might be imagining it, but
Man! Now imagine if we could do that, right? End of human development. Mission complete. All right.
you're absolutely beat.
Goodbye, officer.
Alright. Yo, we showed these kids what's up.
The mother of humanism.
Yes, what is it?
Let's see what's up with Hardcore Man.
Hardcore.
Yo, man. What's on your mind? Dead body, spit. I don't say much anything as a carpenter anymore. They tried to make me into a reckoner and a leveller. I regret the time I dedicated to that profession. And that worker collective. The material knowledge is mega, though. Guild shit. Teaches independence. The mass murderer. Why? Okay. Sure.
Conceptualization.
They're hardcore. They're just clothes. It's just a style, you know, normal hard style. Anyone can wear it.
Alright, we need some conceptualization. Okay, that's one. Yeah, doing blue checks is really not my thing. Got you. +2 to conceptualization. I got 2 chances here.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Aggressive.
Yo, man.
I hope not.
Why does art inspire you so much? Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literal, in short, art. Have you looked in the mirror lately? To be honest, you have the exact features of the modern artist. With that wild hair and those clothes. Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representation. Exactly.
Yo, art
Go
cop
ahead and
time.
provide.
Actual art degree.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Aggressive.
Ah. Alright, well, I guess we just don't do it.
Yo, man. What's on your...
Dedicated.
Oh, okay, never mind, we did.
Hyperactive, unified. Test your limits. Overwhelm them with moves. Try to have the most moves going on. Predictable, but solid.
Hardcore aesthetic, what does that mean? Oh, -2 interfacing, fucking rammer. No, I'm okay. I need to finish Wasteland of Reality so I can get my strength back. Alright, what now? We just talk to... The other stuff we have to wait till nighttime, so I think we just go talk to Joyce now. Oh, let's go back to... Hey, where'd her husband go?
Hello, dear. Thank you for doing it. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him. I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say. Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't
Once
say
more
anything.
onto the reach.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Fuck that cough. It's not happening. The insides of your lungs are lined with tobacco, a powerful antibacterial agent. You are unstoppable.
Very enduring.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Lena, what's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
You've given up on the Fez.
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. Everyone is now and then. It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but you are a police officer.
And when a police officer asks,
Oh no, don't, I should not have upped authority.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that?
People do have
story
fake memories all
or
the
a
time.
dream?
I forgot what
Seeing
show
the
that is. I
insular
read
Indian
about that.
phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
But Morel told me you've seen it. You also told me.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
You seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't it count for something?
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too. But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong?
Oh, she's having a crisis of faith.
the lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
Oh shit, it's a red check. It can't be retried. No. Hold on.
An acorn was not
Okay,
the
good.
same
Thank
as
God
the
I
tree.
got that one.
That requires time, diligence, and care.
Wrong or not, your relationship with Morel isn't just about the
But
Phasmid.
it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple.
Wow, oh no, we've entered
If I
the
hadn't led him
self-pity.
down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university.
Normally when I think about stuff like women and marriage, I feel bad. When I think about you and Morel, I feel okay. That counts for something, no?
But if the dream comes to naught, what good is it? No, the thing is,
She looks down at her
I
legs.
was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived. on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story...
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
He'd still be into you. That's not how these
Maybe,
things work.
but then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist.
Aww.
Let us fools chase
Hey
our
man,
ghosts.
sometimes you just need something
There are a
to
million
motivate
better
you.
things to do with
Gets
your
you out of
life.
bed in the morning.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
The hell with this. I still believe you
A
saw
true
the phasmid.
believer. Sometimes I still see it too. The real memory of it, how it was there. Not the memory of the memory, but it's so hard to tell the two apart. Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever and I need to get him home to Jamrock.
Are you sure you only
before
help
we-
getting
Oh,
the
no,
Gary's?
thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. And then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
Really?
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take
Can I-
it from me and Morel.
Can I have your address just in case there's news?
Okay? It's
He's
1113
in Jamrock.
Tabernacle Road. Jamrock, but
Been a pleasure, man.
likewise, sweetie. Thank you for everything. Truly. Even though it turned out to be a...
A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, the cold, coastal wind. Blood.
We should go too.
Oh, that's the end of their quest chain. Let's see what else we got. Oh.
It's you again. What is it? Again. Just about fucking that fucking fucker.
You caught him off balance. Push, and he would give way.
Yeah, it was bad. Honestly, I expected them more effect.
No shit, it was bad. The fuck did she say then? It's all fuck-a-doodle fine. This is what people are supposed to talk like?
Manny, she seemed turned on by the whole door gunning thing. Damn.
Yes. In fact, I think...
Funny. No, right.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors.
This is just perfect. Just...
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking,
Maybe
right?
she isn't who you thought
also,
she was.
Your fists are...
Nah. I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
Hey, she has special training, and I'm not talking about Orani's.
I don't know what the fuck that...
I've noticed the same. Yes, he meant Orani's literature. Women are always reading, right?
I already told you.
There's less gusto in his voice. The man is slowing.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired.
Oh, Kim
so am
turning
I.
the good
Why
cop
don't you
up
just...
to 11.
You know what? Next time you see her...
This is the pet...
That alliance. Yeah.
On the floor, bed.
What is this, quiet?
Why don't we make it 40, huh?
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity.
The window might be closing. The more
Oh,
beers they get in
godly
there, the less
rhetoric.
cooperative they will be.
Okay, well, hold up. Wait, oh, did it freeze? No, I didn't. Okay. What is this? Yeah, I can't even read the bottom of this because it's like a weird, Huh, hold on. Alright, hold on. Let's save before we do the mind... We Jedi mind trick this guy. Yeah, the constantly switching clothes is like kind of annoying. I don't know. There should be some way to optimize. Oh. Yeah, there should be some way to optimize your stats or whatever. Because making me look through all this shit every time is kind of annoying. Well, they are making a sequel, so maybe they'll... I think he only got +1 rhetoric? Yep, only +1 rhetoric. Alright, let's hit him with the godly convinced Titus he's being manipulated.
Clausia is playing them like...
Damn it. 58%. Coin toss. So apparently, based on your stats, which are your stats that are high, the voices like break into your thing more often, and it's like if you have a lot of high stats, it might get very annoying.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do
all
that.
muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Clausia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility. Outside, in the midday sun. Ruin.
That's it then, case
He'll
closed.
get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't
Got it.
like you.
Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Because you're a foreigner.
Goddamn right. Don't come around if you're not from around.
Fuck you. I'm not from around.
There we go. Don't come to the wild north if you are not
Ah,
white
you'll
enough.
paint them out to be racist.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We just couldn't get him down, okay?
Oh,
That's it.
he said the
That's
wrong
the weak
thing,
one.
man. This is
You
why
flushed him out.
Shut the Fuck Up
Now
Friday
go in for them.
exists.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo. The lieutenant has put down his note. What? What?
We didn't kill him. We didn't.
Oh,
even
damn.
hang him.
Angus
He
could
was
not
dead
handle
when-
it. He broke.
Shut up, Angus.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cop.
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Angie, where's your god?
I left it.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus?
Oh, wow. Come on,
Now it's all
Elizabeth.
pointless.
Don't be fat shaming here.
Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Come on,
Fine.
Liz. We're
I'll tell
fat
him
shaming here?
After
That's
a
not
long
cool.
walk along the coast.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
Me too.
We did it, Kim. He didn't kill him. He was
He
already
nods.
dead.
You hanged the corpse to cover up...
Another nod.
Cause the girls asked us to.
Did she kill it?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't. Clausia came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the...
That's okay with the fat man. Still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted to.
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead.
Okay,
There
yeah.
was a
It came
bullet
through
hole
the window.
Fucking dirty sheets and Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged. Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Question killer. Why the
You may
killer?
have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. Oh, you meant that kind of training, like a spy. Maybe. The kind of people who are after her. I guess she'd have to be. They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for
Oh,
her
some
life.
more info we can
Says
use.
if she showed up in your systems.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue. I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy.
That's pretty solid
That's what
thinking,
I
actually.
If I wasn't too busy.
Yeah,
doing this clan dance with you.
Would make a good RCM.
He's calmed down, threw all that turmoil away, and became himself again.
In a manner, we had help from another girl. It was her idea to hang him, and I liked it.
The missing A
Fella, you think too much. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
It's okay to be.
We're Hardy Boys, and that's it. Nope, you're not getting to her. It's Klausya. You do that. Hey.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large window.
She, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
I'll tie this as a softie. Alright, another look. Will visual calculus help you figure out where the shot came from then? If you know the window. Oh, but no, the bullet hole's not there, so I guess you can't figure out where it would be coming from.
This window is pristine, smooth, following you.
Looks like it, yes.
Okay. Maybe we need some rhetoric here.
It's always good to...
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's...
I understand. I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. For what it's worth.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our...
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
I am not.
You're right. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time, where the cold oceanic expanse lies.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern.
Okay, so we can't bring her in.
It'll kill me, sir. If you file my name, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me. It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol. Or even in Orania.
What exactly?
Industrial espionage.
Okay.
I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them.
Okay,
I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again with a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with.
I need the names of the companies involved.
The job was Luz doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Louis Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Louis Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
A lot of shit you got yourself into.
Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to account, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with, because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him. He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear. We were there. Okay.
Oh, her conscience got to her.
I turned back to him.
A great pain moved.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top. He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I waited for the second shot to come.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
So am I.
She throws it away.
What time was this?
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay.
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus...
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head.
Did you hear or see?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room. Sylvie was tending the bar. Ruby was there too.
Ruby? Okay, that's a name we hadn't heard.
I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Ruby.
The leader?
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen.
Okay, there's a secret leader.
Things they need.
There's a secret boss.
She's the orc.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, isn't...
Would you say she is the...
Why not? Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. She said she'd take care of this. That's what she does.
To mislead you.
To produce living?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at... It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him. Ruby said to wait here. I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The plot thickens.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
That's the first thing that went through. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
When was the window
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs. What? He wouldn't have died if...
All kinds of crazy... Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit.
She's getting scared now. Of you. The downstairs people. All of it.
Like what?
She nods. He's thinking, or maybe you should take her to the station. No, that won't be necessary. Multiface, I'm beginning to doubt your judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post?
Drama legendary.
With force
Okay, so I need to. It's time for some legendary drama. Let's do it. I have to like save and put all the stuff back on. I'm just not a fan of this system. I don't know. Or just have some kind of auto. Any shoes for drama? Oh, there really is a lot of drama stuff, actually.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions.
Who? What? Dead. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her.
I agree.
Okay. Okay, it's not. You log your work every week. It's like I lied before.
She's not lying now. She really is very tired. Her metabolism...
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast. In
falsified
passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to her.
Why would they do?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd... west of the boardwalk.
Oh, we can pick it up.
On the coast. It's useless.
The wind rises, so do the hairs on your back. Long, spindly.
Nothing is useless.
The lieutenant...
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here. I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can. For life.
It's Katarzyna Lazie. You can call me whatever you want.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
But I haven't done anything.
Failure fucking mind games. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in. The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please no.
But there's nowhere to go. Fragile.
I think I know who did it. I know who shot...
She knows something. She's silent for a...
Ruby.
Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me.
What she's saying is...
And more. I made the mistake of confiding in when I started spending time with Lely.
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's...
She said she's in love with me.
And you let her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her.
This is just an...
I know what it sounds like. Somehow, she knew.
That is a little strange. People don't usually keep...
You've been through there, right? She could have come to the roof through that.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing.
Interesting theory.
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times. Jacking private. She came over, and she's a pro.
Some of that fear... What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll... Okay, arrest... Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there. Don't
Oh wow, you have internal voices
Push her
arguing
a
now.
bit more, but then let her off. She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only... Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Thank you.
Something tells you, you will. She's slow. You are. This is not the end of this.
Lie.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand...
There may be...
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
There may be...
A little whimper.
I did. There was an old...
That anyone could know that.
What time?
Thursday.
It checks out.
She stands before you, holding. She nods, then nervously.
Okay.
Should we not,
She slowly...
I guess you have to put the pressure up. Let's see what happens if you do the other thing. Oh, that's a lot of dialogue to go back through, but I mean, what can you do?
I was just thinking, what a...
But we are.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions.
Who? She probably didn't give you her real.
I agree.
Thank you.
I agree.
Okay. Okay, it's not. You lug your... Like I...
She's not lying now.
No.
Falsify.
Passport.
Why would...
I didn't... No.
Falsify.
Passport.
Why would...
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. West... It's huge.
The wind rises. Long.
Nothing is...
Of course. West of the... It's huge.
The wind right. Long.
Nothing.
The lieutenant.
You're welcome to it. It's in... I am.
Yes, they can. For.
It's Katarzyna Lazie. You can call me whatever you want.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is.
But I haven't.
Fuck, that's right, gang. Stern, and the lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please no.
But there's no.
I think I know.
She knows something. She's.
Ruby. She has.
What she's saying.
And when I start.
I don't.
She said.
And you.
A little. I was
This.
So.
That is a little strange. People don't.
And she's a.
So what are you talking about?
You've been. She could have.
Then slipped.
Interesting.
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times.
Okay. Arrest. Why? Don't her. She's stuck here. Her. Stop let.
Still? But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern.
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
You have those station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. I know you can do that.
You do have the form.
By God, she's playing him too. Like a fiddle, sire. Who?
Everything could change. This city. The extradition.
Does she know
rules,
something about that?
The people after
in a
me
month?
could
Is
be
something
in
big
jail.
happening in a month?
Maybe Ravishol could be free. I could be tried in a free Ravishol. An independent
Okay, she
state
knows
that
something
doesn't
we
hand
don't.
its detainees over to the moral intern.
A free Revachol.
I find that hard to believe, miss.
The world can change. It's changed.
Her political overture has succeeded, we see.
Oh, okay, it does.
She looks at you. Wait. If you arrest... Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
I won't.
This may have been a...
I promised I will be right here all the time, nights too. I'll help you any way I can in this investigation, and I will be at Station 41 in 6 weeks.
You are. This is not the end of this.
Oh, okay, shivers. There's another shivers check. Interesting. Alright, I should probably take the kimono off. It looks very strange. I probably need more rhetoric though once I talk. Oh wait, hold on. There's something else here.
This window is
visual
pristine on the
calculus.
inside. Unlike the vague sense of disappointment.
I'm not exactly. It's a weakness.
Okay, so I just keep going visual calculus. I already maxed the visual calculus though. Okay, I have to just keep loading till we do it.
This window is pristine. A vague sense.
28% is going to take a while, probably.
This window is pristine. A vague sense of. This window is pristine on a vague sense.
Alright, maybe we have some gear to make it better. Ideally some glasses, probably. Right? I think some glasses might do it. Oh, there we go. Visual calculus. Do I have anything making visual calculus go down?
This window is pristine. A vague...
Oh. Did I roll snake eyes? Huh, I did.
This window is pristine on the inside. A vague sense...
That was even.
This window is pristine. Golden light melts away
There
into
it
the
is.
blue, glassy darkness
It's
of your
time
mind.
to.
In it are two
time to
neon-lit
activate.
shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain, ending him. From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona.
Does this take time?
Back.
In our
The
mind
man does not
panels
know
right now.
the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is
Oh, there are multiple
location
angles.
A
Yo, look at the
most likely of the
geometry
origin
over here.
points. There could have been. Then the rain and
Yeah, it
slush
was more
and
than a week
wind
ago.
washed 72% with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belma-grave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly near. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness. None that you've found thus far. But the point X would contradict the woman's testimony. That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Gotta do more math.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in. 700 meters away.
Oh, you
the
get them out.
likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched. 1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinez perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
From where, precisely?
B prime, the boardwalk, B double prime, Land's End, B triple prime.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it
Much
came
less
from
than
a
from the
further
roof,
distance?
but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue.
Oh, we gotta go to all 3 locations.
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version.
2 neon-lit shapes.
Did spend a lot of time there. Oh, we gotta go talk to Joyce too. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Oh, we gotta convince him to give up Ruby. We didn't even know Ruby existed.
It's you again. What is it? Why?
Civil war is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder.
Sounds like you want to push this. Ruby's one of us.
And fuck you too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide...
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't...
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus.
Yo, impossible
You'll be
logic.
At how quickly theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Here we go.
A sudden flash of
92%,
light in your
baby.
neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its...
Because she was here.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
No. All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is.
All right, it's fine. We
just
already
as
know
she
about
was
that.
Gone for 5 minutes.
He's been through it. That means he's suspected
Oh,
her
he's
too.
got some doubt.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was...
How?
Well, it looks like an abandoned pinball shop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here. Sometime before the hostel. What was it called?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd she get...
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
A door leads straight to the roof.
Ruby
You step
could
up.
have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumb waiter, not an...
Shush now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is... I've seen the winch. That's wall mystery down then. And architectural. Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. 72%. There's a percentage.
I analyzed it on the spot. Turns out I can do
No,
that.
you can't. I know what you did here on the weekend. People talk. And what they say doesn't sound like a science column. You're a madman.
Those numbers were an asshole.
Yeah, and they don't put her on the roof either. It's just...
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
He makes a gruff gesture for you to continue.
Footprints. Recent. Horizontal. I see they taught you well in your RCM school. My old man, a hunter, and good news is...
He knows they had to be recent for those lines to still read. This wasn't a failure.
I don't like guessing.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen. The one that...
Quit jumping to conclude.
No, the ribbon was old. Faded. It had been there for 20 years at least. Why?
This doesn't make...
It doesn't fit well, but it fits. And
firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the... But a route.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cell under the bookshop. It was hidden there with others
20,
just like...
maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay. I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Trouble. This is Revachol.
He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
Yes, goddammit, I know what a 70...
Just making sure we are on the same page. It doesn't all fit. We are just sharing info, candidly.
Titus doesn't reply. Probably a good...
I've analyzed the bullet that killed him.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. This goes against your everyone has a gun theory. If it was military...
You just showed him a breech-loading gun.
Just because it's rare doesn't mean you can't get it.
That wasn't strong.
All right, Carl.
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
Nah, man.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women.
Or she knew
Which
what
is
happened.
sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Not so useful. Yeah. Like what? A thing?
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Girls like girls too, Angus.
Damn, we have to give a sex ed class to
class.
Angus. She learned from a liberal.
Fuck you. First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a who?
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows.
I did. I knew.
She didn't fuck you. Cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
Ruby then threatened her.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass. That Ruby is queer as cabaret, now that I start thinking about it. I don't know why I didn't see it earlier. And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardy. But if you bring your own personal shit into our outfit...
If that's the case, then it's not right.
There are many pieces that fit together that way, Eugene. Face it.
And I suppose you...
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been...
Time for a logics demonstration. He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with her friends as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
Is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code.
Which is why she didn't. This is fucking stupid, Titus. This and the queer thing.
Glenn is firmly
Why
on
aren't
her
more of you
side.
defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped
Oh,
town
she
and
already
left
skipped
us in
town, huh?
this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely.
Ah, so he already,
And
like,
she
suspected.
skipped town. This is good. Silence. The old man. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
Opinion, okay.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical
Well,
suspect
no.
behavior.
Fleeing
Why
was not
fleeing
always
is always
incriminatory.
incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM. I told you. You. No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes. Sure. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure. She said you have a funny taste until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock.
Oh, you have a reputation.
Can opener. That you play suspects against each other.
We did just do that, to be fair.
Like cans.
And then when they're all empty, just move on to the next can. Don't look back unless there was something you missed.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just
open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Is it true, Kim? My can
You are insistent.
Yeah, there was something else.
Scared. Everard has a file on you, but that's bogus.
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a party candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn. A little.
Where have you looked?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlogged. She's not here.
Who's doing this looking?
Lizzie needed some air. No one goes to tell Everard anything. He knows what he has to know. Fast.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played...
Sure. I hear they have a shack where junkies some...
We will start there.
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a lorry man.
You know what she's doing?
The what now?
She said she's building a pail
Oh, Angus has some very special.
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a hail something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands.
There you have it. Hail something. It'll have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite.
Alright, well, we got a lot more info than I expected. How's our Wasteland of Reality? 95%, okay. Oh no, her boat's not here. Went to the village on the coast, officer. See you there. Oh, okay. So she moves when she, She went to the coast. Okay. I still have to... Oh, well, that's travel. Have a decent amount of points. I really don't like that you have to go all the way back there to fast travel. It's kind of annoying.
The old woman still... The buzz of electric light.
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow old. My suggestion is, don't. Don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough.
Oh,
What's
she's so
troubling
nice, you
your
know?
mind?
She just gave you a room to
Nay.
stay.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
This is my little cinder block.
There was a murder in Martinez.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This is like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to help her come
No,
up.
it's not like that, man. With him, we called you. Right now, you just arrived by yourself. Like...
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
There's not much to tell. People...
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we...
You should look around your shack.
I mean, I don't want to be rude
It's
to her. I
getting
mean,
cold.
she's helping you out. No, I don't want to be rude to her. She is your landlady. And you know, she's been nothing but nice to you, honestly.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down.
Oh.
Simmer down, bastard.
Makes it awkward. Put the kids to bed. Oh, maybe the junkies know, actually. Where would Joyce have been,
Tequila Sunset. Can't really remember.
It's a touchy topic. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
He knows.
The legend!
No, Rosemary doesn't say anything. He's just a vendor. Did Joyce dock here? Ah, there she is.
I'll just keep the Corda Leche in the channel. Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to appear any day. Jetty. Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here. I only just arrived from my set.
What brings you here?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
How do I like it?
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The smell of salt and dog shit.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there? I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard.
Fortunately for you, Matt.
Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
Maybe.
Above you, their cloud shadow.
Have I told you how they discovered this place? No, they're in Sealindian, Isola. Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty. It's a pity. Most of these people will never know what this place means. This island of matter.
This is kind of
why
the new
they were
world.
ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now,
Do we?
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are... Maybe there is something else I can assist you with while you're hot in pursuit. By love, you did. Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter? Oh,
This whole thing is a takeover.
A takeover?
Not a strike.
If they're taking it...
Green livery, changing into red, blot by blot.
Then we're talking about a war. Evrat needs to let me into the harbor at once. We need to talk about this. They most certainly are not. Crenell has 1,000 men on their payroll. The next batch will be a platoon of 20 men and a gunship.
I've seen the Union's forces. They are better organized than these mercenaries. They also have the support of the people of Revachol.
Yeah, hiring PMC is already
It
bad
will take
PR.
more than Crenell to wipe them out. Wild Pines will need to send more and better equipped men. Make no mistake, ma'am. I am sure you have the money. The question is, how many years and how many lives are you willing to sacrifice?
What do you suggest I do? Everything affects the decision-making process, Detective.
Officer?
Of course. Your job is to clean up after them. And it looks like there will be a lot of cleaning to be done in the near future. What will I do? Did I ever tell you how they discovered this Isola? During our reality lowdown, it may be the only break we've ever caught as a species. The last one for 400 years. The nations who colonized this Isola called theirs Muindi, the world. It was all they knew, all they thought would be. That there would be something more was a gamble, akin to another world, or life
because
after
they're surrounded
death.
by Pale, they didn't know if other continents existed.
The Pale was thought to be impregnable, perpetual. Irene la Navigateur, the Queen of Suren, sent 8 expeditions, one after the other, into the mass at the edge of the world. 5 of the crews did not return. 2 did, but had lost their minds. It was anything but normal. There was no precedent. People thought she was punishing the admirals, or had gone mad, or both. Until after years of trial and error, and the development of a strict psychological regime imitating the creation process of poetry, the 8th expedition returned sane and intact. They told of a new continent of matter. They told the Queen and her counselor, Dolores Day, that the Pale had begun to condense, day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute, slowly raining down until it formed a vast ocean.
The air is cold and scented with petrichor. There are rain circles on water all around. So does the lieutenant. His mouth is slightly open as he looks to the sky. The droplets feel...
The phenomenon has never again been encountered. For a time, the crew thought they were experiencing a hallucination. The mass hand proclaimed, "Lancielinde, Lancielinde," the signal to wake up. But they could not. They were sane and conscious, as islands began to appear on the horizon. There are 78,000 uninhabited islands in the Insulindian archipelago, officer. The freckled face of God. Après la vie, la mort. Après la mort, la vie encore. Après la mort, le gris. Après la gris, le monde encore. On the second day, a great skua was shot down above the flagship Lysergique. The bird was preserved and brought back, along with pollen. 4 years later, the Queen's Counsellor was proclaimed Her Innocence Dolores Day, the elected world spirit. The age of humanism, internationalism, and parliamentary rule followed. We were high. The nations of Mundi proceeded to discover 5 more Isolae, or they discovered us, all in the rush of the great inter-Islary reconnection. But these others weren't uninhabited. We had to
This is
kill people
her
there,
DeLorean
wipe out
colonization.
indigenous populations, gunboat economies, or they came to do the same for us, or had done to each other. But here, there was no one but the skua, the Liliat Sea, and the Blood Beach, and the River Esperance. It was the
Okay,
new,
so it was
new
an
world.
empty island. It didn't have
The
to...
Mondials used it to amass the greatest concentration of wealth mankind has ever seen. Revachol, the suzerain, revolution, poverty, and the mercurial rise of capitalism. The first living, autonomous organism. Proof of reality. It's the symbol of Insulinde, Detective. the coat of arms of the suzerain and the wings on the crest of the commune. In your defense, it is a nasty creature who plucks food from the throats of lesser birds. Yet much like Revachol, it is also magnificent and rare. Imagine the suzerain of seagulls, on Caillou. The Pebble, the largest of the fertile, uninhabited islands of the northeast Insulindian archipelago. 4 centuries and 2 revolutions later. It is.
The gangs will run wild, jacking motor carriages, ferrying amphetamines through Coal City. Spring is tough in Revachol.
I will surrender Terminal B to the Union.
She puts her hand in the
okay.
rain.
She ultimately,
for a second.
Doesn't want to see the bloodshed.
We will see.
Ma'am, this may well unravel property law this side of the river. If that occurs, we may never see the end of this kind of confrontation. The next time there will be 2 strikes, then 4, then 100.
What happens will happen. The age of capital has only begun. I will talk to my employers in person. We will amputate and cauterize Martinez. If you handle the situation on the ground.
Rhetoric. Get some more rhetoric in there. Pump it up.
You know what this
yeah,
lady
still
needs.
failed. Come on. Damn it. Only have 1 chance to do it, so. Give you rhetoric? No. Inland Empire and empathy.
I'll just... Hi, ma'am. Of course. Hello. It's good.
What brings...
Nothing.
Water,
I'm surprised.
dark art.
Fortunate.
Real men. Real
Me?
above you. They're
Have I told you how they discovered? Yes. Well, your condition has left you... I knew... Remind me to tell you one day.
Do we?
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with. While you're... I love... Please, what can I help you with, Lieutenant? Oh? A takeover. If they're... Then we're... They...
It will... I am sure...
What do you suggest I do?
Officer?
What did I... It may be the only... The pay... It was... Until the 8... Slow...
There are... So the droplet.
The phenomenon that they could... Après... On the 4 years later, the Queen's Counselor was proclaimed her Innocence Dolores Day. On Caillou. The first... In your defense, the nation... But these... There was no one but the Skua. Revolution.
The gangs will run.
I will... We will...
Ma'am.
What happened? The age of capital has only begun.
You know what this
Damn it! Come on, 58%. Like, I know it's a lot to go through, but it's a red check. I can't just, like, redo it. I really wish there was a way to keep just like a skip button.
It's good to see you.
What?
Nothing.
For real men.
Have I told? No. Well, maybe there is something else I can. What can I help you with, Luke? Oh, if they're
Green.
then we're talking.
It will take. I am sure.
What do you suggest I do?
Officer.
Of course. What did I? It may be the nation, the pale. It was and the 8th. On the second day, 4 years on Caillou. In your defense,
the gangs will run.
But there was no revolution. I will surrender. We will.
Ma'am.
What happened? The age of capital has only begun.
There are no employers. She's a member of the board. Probably a partner.
Okay.
You are the citizens' militia. There are no superiors.
You're wrong, detective. And next time, you should confer with those superiors before you go setting events in motion.
I answer for my own actions. I don't hide behind.
Here I am. I am the face, and I'm here to answer. Rejoice, Leighton. Yes, Mr. Clare has a 2-month head start. I can't let it grow any bigger. And I've exhausted all my options from here. Keep the peace, and I will keep my end of the bargain.
How far along is Crenell's investigation?
The confrontation is imminent. They have followed in your footsteps. As your investigation reaches a climax, so does theirs. They are your shadow. Arm yourselves. Armor yourselves. Protect their targets. Violence may be unavoidable, but we can limit the casualties. Soon. I do not know precisely. They have cut off all communication, you see.
Oh, they've turned against the people that hired.
One last thing, Lieutenant Dubois. I've given the matter much thought and come to this conclusion. You're not an amnesiac. You're insane. I know, because I too am insane. I just hide my illness better. No, Detective. No one's as insane as you.
Don't worry, Madame. I am very sane.
I'm overexposed, baby. My travels take me through the Pale dozens of times a year. I've got the longing. And I've got it bad. The same strict psychological regimen the 8th Admiral developed when he crossed the Pale and discovered this Isola, the Volta do Mar. It's used by inter-Easlary travelers and other troubled souls, even to this day.
You could use a little of it yourself.
Watch out for yourselves. They will strike soon.
Goodbye, another creature of the
The
Forbidden
lieutenant watches her boat grow smaller on the bay. Its white sails fluttering slowly. The sails turn grey.
Hey, I mean, she's nice.
Oxygen gets
even though things are about to get real bloody.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
Alright, well, it's 20. We have 2 things we do at night now. Confront, yeah. The boardwalk. Okay, convenient.
A metal and
that over there.
Cold air, tender, moves across the water. Splendor.
Indeed.
The boy is not tied to anything. The number
simple construction.
There's something in there. It smells. The water a shot glass's worth of.
Well, damn. I have no idea. Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope. Might have been Glacier, might have been...
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you...
Oh, right, where's the 3, okay, the boardwalk, okay. Alright, this is the boardwalk, I think.
You see a slogan.
This is the boardwalk, right? Oh, I should save. In case we get the encounter. Oh!
Put your hands where I can see them.
The aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mutters to herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone.
Scavenged. Battery. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
You shouldn't be here. Something's very wrong with her. She's completely out of control.
Failure to comply.
Her eyes bulge.
I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Suspect is on the loose. That one X.
Be careful.
Oh, she's just saying stuff, yeah.
This is dangerous. You're 70% certain you always leave your gun loaded. All right, this is how we do it. You hurl the tear bag in her face, already darting right, and immediately close the distance. Fingers locked behind her head. A drop of sweat runs down your nose, and in it you see the Martinez inlet wrapped in the night. In the abandoned fish market.
Huh? My God, I think you're right.
What? This isn't police issue. Police don't always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
Grab the gun, right now.
No one ever cared.
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but...
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8, and loneliness. Could be. Her hands were trembling, and she did seem uncoordinated. But what are we gonna do? She's in a stupor. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, looks like a bad case. I don't think there's any need for that. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family. Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But I think we're done.
Please, leave the radio on.
She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and fleshes now.
Damn. That's, rough, man.
Wasteland.
Oh, wait, we
reality.
did. Wasteland of reality.
Congrats, you're
Hey,
sober.
we're sober.
It will take a while for your body to remember how to metabolize anything that isn't sugar from alcohol. So, you're going to be pretty ravenous soon. Eat plenty. You can expect your coordination and balance to improve in a couple of weeks. In 2 months, you might start sleeping like a normal person. Full recovery will take years, though. It'll be depressing, and it'll be boring. Don't expect any further rewards or hand claps. This is how normal people are all the time.
Oh boy. No positive effects from damn minus stats for a whole bunch of stuff. Oh boy. Insulindium miracle.
The woman stab is one of those things police. She doesn't even flip.
Oh, is that your?
It's hard to say. It's been the lieutenant nods. The old woman does.
She's catatonic.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette, 2 empty bottles of Toulouse. No, there's more in.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head.
Okay. Check the boardwalk for bullet traces. Well, we are on the boardwalk. I don't know where would we go? Not too much to interact with. This is the boardwalk. We have the other night activity to get to. I guess we can come back tomorrow. Can you check the phone?
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
There's the church. Am I strong enough to do this?
An old door.
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
I'm gonna... maxed physical. Any more physical instrument? I got +2 physical instrument. Alright, see if we can open this thing.
An old door worn by elements.
Are you serious? Damn. My physical instrument's like the highest it can be. And like... still 3%?
An old door worn by elements. You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door.
We don't get... Frankly, you're just going to...
No. We've gotten into every...
Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And...
No, is it all just like a joke?
Door worn. Is there something here? The wind picks up in the distance.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freighter. To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2. It's not possible to climb that.
He looks like he's cold out here.
I'm okay. You, on the other hand, Freighter, you look like... That seems smart. Those? A smoking assailant who favors Tumutiri to Astra, or...
There. It's glowing in the dark night. Such a good girl.
Oh. Okay, was that one of them? I checked the Land's End. Okay. A more detailed map would be useful. Can you get the thing again? Or was that just a troll?
Old door, worn by elements.
Oh no, you literally just can't see it. Okay. Literally just cannot do it. Shouldn't have put all the points in there then. Nah. See these islands. Oh, we're back in the fishing field. Alright, what if we go further west? Maybe it's in here?
A row of ghostly shades facing a
Oh, we
crumbling
did it
wall,
already.
with another 7 shades standing 10 meters.
I don't know. Perhaps the...
Remember what
Another likely scenario. Yeah. To be honest, if a coalition member...
7 men of murderers, a cold sea wind behind this.
Still haven't investigated the boardwalk, like I just don't know where you would go to.
The trap is filled with porth.
I still have to do the Phasma thing? No, I don't. I don't know how you would get to the islands. I guess this is where the guys were camping before? Oh, but this literally just leads back to... little mini glacier over here. Is it over here?
You see that seagull up there? Remind you of anybody? Exactly. Think about the seagull's story. It's one. Then their paradise became Shit City. And what did they do? They became urban survivors, eating burgers out of trash cans.
Wait, do seagulls eat
killing
pigeons?
and
I did not
eating
know that.
Pigeons. No time for that sentimental bullshit. They're hustlers.
Fucking
getting
right,
shit
whatever it takes to survive,
They're one
I
pair
am
of
the
track
seagull.
pants away from gangsters, just like you.
Hold on, have I ever eaten a burger out of the trash?
You have. The body remembers. Sure, inside. But outside, it's a tough world. You've got good boy. Own it. Steal hot dogs. Shit in the sand. Whatever it takes to keep going.
I have no idea what that entails. Oh. Hell? Okay, yeah, I think the map just glitched out. Okay. Oh. How was that? Alright, so maybe we just go on the beach, past the fishing village. I really just... I'm gonna come back during the day. We still have to have this secret communist meeting. Oh. Oh.
This is
There
it.
it is.
The scene of the party. Looks like they were here a while.
Looks like it. Hey, let's keep moving.
Somehow. The trap is forth.
the island this way. Oh, this is where the lock is. I guess I'll have to come back during daytime when it's like brighter. We'll have to. Let's see where the map. So it was like possibly up here, past the church. Oh, this is the boardwalk too. I don't know. Alright, we're gonna do the. Wait, didn't I find all the armor pieces? Oh. Oh, right. I forgot to ask, what's her name? Lillian, about see if she saw Ruby or not. It's one of her old find people thing.
The waves are beginning to die down. Oh? Okay. When did... Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so
she's
I
not...
usually start
Because she's
at
so
4 in the
helpful, they had to
morning.
like move her away so she couldn't see
Yes,
anything.
that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you. Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Okay, let's go do the secret communist meeting. I can like look up where to go for the exact visual calculus thing. Oh, I can do the barbell thing too. Take a look. Oh no, it's closed. I gotta get in through the other side. Wait, there's something green. Can't interact with it.
A few bricks have fallen off.
Seems like a no. It means there are firearms.
He likes this fun.
Oh, okay, never mind. Doesn't mean you found it. Oh, we never talked to Sona about the oh no, this is the dice maker. We never talked to Sona about the password for the other place. Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna do some lifting here. Let's do this. Time to lift.
The barbell waits patiently.
Yo, 97%, so
like
strong.
A dog for its master.
Oh.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage.
Yo,
this is
you're a
children's
savage,
game.
man. Yo.
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to.
Good technique.
That's it? Oh, you just get some healing. Eh. That's alright. Oh, okay. You have to exit through the other way.
Your
Find the
flashlight
password.
slides. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can. These light translude one of the Welkins, towering among the. It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin. His face, the hull door, the Twarg, the humans.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. This looks like concept art. Just look at the...
And for what? All the handwriting. The full text reads, outside.
Yeah, maybe we can guess the,
Tiles on the cube are nothing. Something's missing. Like a smooth draw. The speaker.
Good evening. Please repeat. Good. Please repeat. Good.
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else? I thank you.
Tiles on the cube. The speaker comes.
Good evening. Please repeat. Thank you.
Tiles on the
can
cube
press print
with a
now?
quiet determination. The printer starts printing.
What's up with this
It's
printer?
a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while Fortress Accident employed 18 people. The bulk of the team composed of writers and concept, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligation. But on the other hand, their obligations were piling up at an inhumane rate, a rate that could only be in its short. The first tranche of seed financing. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000. 400,000 real. Let's just say it was a real adventure. The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy. It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and
Yeah,
no
man,
amount
maybe
of money could satiate
don't
the
let your
ever-expanding
project bloat
ambitions
into
of the development
insanity.
team. They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400,000 in their bank account. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower.
Yeah, I mean,
and
that's not
imagination.
how reality
They couldn't.
done
No,
by their own ambition.
even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Head. At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jim Spawn, this place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player
Oh no,
of
they
the
added
world
so much
had
work.
never seen so many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000.
That's pretty
well,
bad.
yeah,
What's the amount?
that and the catastrophic data loss. On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on
Their
the
data
East
just got
Insulindian
wiped out.
Lintel front, just as the Whirl Untethered project. When the project was returned, the team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider. But despite their
They lost the
diagnostics,
whole
they could
game
never
in one
always read the terms of. Mysteriously enough, it seems that the offsite copy happened to. It was the lead programmer's responsibility.
Oh, so
to
Suna
oversee
got
weekly
like
maintenance
the
of
blame
offsite
pinned on
copy.
her.
And S. Lukanen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The offsite copy was on-site. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. That's not what. She's right, actually. Nothing wrong with keeping this type of filament memory in a fridge. The production schedule ends with a few random notes 4 months later by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 Sandbrun 1147. That's what the tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the filament slides out of.
Alright, go talk to Suna about this, maybe? Not sure what the cold shoot thing is all about. Alright. Get out of here. Go to the secret communist meeting. We'll call it after that. We'll probably do another session tonight if things work out as planned. Oh, actually, I was deciding because you have to walk back anyway. It's fine. Fast travel is like really restrictive in this game. When they make the sequel, they should make it more open.
That isn't just a 5-point. The Star and Antlers was developed in the 6th. Even today, half to symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it because white is the color of peace. Gone is the glory of hope.
You're so communist that the thought of
scribblings
communism toppling over does moral damage to you. Morale damage. Wait, so where did they have their meetings?
Give me a moment. What? If it ain't my business, I think we'd all be better.
Okay. Have to find out which room it takes place in, I guess. Not here. Another room? Wait, no, we know whose room these are. So we gotta check the balcony. How do we even get up there?
This door is made of metal and no one.
Let's go.
Oh, Kim's like. It's on the other balcony. We really tied up a lot of loose ends today. Big plot stuff too. Hey, Cindy's still here.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
As you approach, this must be it. Somehow, the night air softens the smell of the acrid. No, that's just slightly burnt coffee. A smell you would.
Just look at these pigs sniffing about after hours.
Hey, it's past curfew.
Go ahead and arrest me, officer. I swear I'll go peacefully.
The metal grill, you notice the lieutenant is looking unaccustomed. He wants so badly to draw his armistice.
Something's not right here. The equation doesn't quite balance. Which is just to say, we should be prepared for it.
You can make out two voices. Both.
Careful with those now. I have it.
The clang of metal, a pair of fright.
Who's there? Is that you, Maurice? Who said communist? Did we say communist? Get out of here.
For a moment, a slight sensation.
What's the passphrase?
Remember Dobreva and Abaddon.
There's no response.
Alright. The key's taped to the back of the door frame. Just make sure you put it back when you're done, and do wash the concrete. It just...
Charmant.
Have fun at your underground meeting, pig. Hope it's a blast.
Getting trolled by this
two
child.
Young men are either oblivious to or ignoring your entrance. Their attentions are fixed on whatever it is they're stacking in the middle
It's like
of
a house
the
of
floor.
cards?
Matchboxes, it appears.
I think it's holding, Ulex. It is. It's holding. Careful, careful. Damn. Hardly. You two. They should know the meeting starts at 10 p.m. sharp.
One leader and one follower. Just a moment. Could this be the former owner of a certain jacket you...
Hey, Esteban. Isn't that your jacket?
It certainly looks like my jacket, Ulexus. Where did you get that, gendarme? Yeah, I'm sure you did. That's real Sarah.
He's neither of those, of course. He is simply a poor student putting on airs. Also, he doesn't have the shoulder.
See, Uli? He's just like Mazovrot.
Those committed to the rights of property are those most apt to violate them.
I assumed it was Maurice who broke into my room.
There is surprise in his voice, naturally. But is
Why
that
do you
a
sound
matter?
excited to be
Oh,
radio?
gendarme. Can you imagine the look on Maurice's face when he...
He'll shit himself.
And now they've shown up in force to...
Something tells me these young men are not very experienced with law enforcement.
The RCM wants to...
My partner, of course, is acting in a strictly personal capacity, not as an official representative of the RCM.
Interesting. Does that mean you've done the read?
Uh-oh. No
Just
one said
wing it.
anything about reading. You'll just have to wing this one.
Kim, did you do the reading?
Detective. The only reading I've been doing is right here.
He seems to be wagging the notebook.
I have not had time to seek out pretentious communist book clubs, nor have I done their reading.
It doesn't sound like they've done the reading, Steban.
Well, this is getting awkward.
There's profound consternation.
Maybe they can explain themselves.
What are you doing
The
those
young man
matchboxes?
frowns.
Nothing, just...
They're watching those matchboxes awfully intently. It's almost as though they...
In the most generous sense.
Yes, that...
But more specifically, we are running a reading group.
Okay,
most rigorous and
about
theoretically advanced
the
materials
tendency
reading
of
group
Marxists
in
to
White
kind of
Comrade
just
Steban
tell people
is
to
a
do.
great discussion leader.
Can you imagine anything duller than a bunch?
We have been known to get into some spirited debates, but it's always in service of our larger intellectual and ideological project.
Gotta do something material, man.
Precisely. We are not interested in senseless parroting. We like to read
within the contours of Mazovian historical materialism, of course. We study all the foundational texts of Mazovian theory, of course. Just last week we finished the second volume of Puncher and Watman's Innocence of Capital.
Truly extraordinary.
And before that we spent 6 weeks on state and plasm.
For some reason, the word plasm. Uh-oh. You can feel your attention.
We've also read Wertmüller's The Megastructure of History.
Abler's
the original Fils de...
Obvious.
But, of course, our special emphasis is on the theories of Ignaz Nilsson and his followers, especially the inframateria. Only Krasmazov's most trusted lieutenant...
It's hard to overstate how unimpressed he is that...
He also happens to be the greatest communist theorist after Mazov himself.
Those words,
Sure,
whatever
but
it is...
I mean, you gotta get
one
at the
thing's
theory eventually,
perfectly
right, and
clear.
actually do something.
These young students, you could learn a thing or two. The young man sighs. His companion looks about furtively.
We typically only accept new members once per semester. But given that we have some extra...
Steban, you can't be serious. For these gendarmes?
I am serious. As materialists, we've got to adapt to conditions as they are. Besides, assuming he's even still interested, that is.
Composure, impossible. Somewhat bookish toad. Okay. Can I... Oh, this is a white check.
Take a deep
Oh wow,
breath.
holy shit, that was
You've done some
8%
reading
thing and I
these
made
past
it?
few
That's
days,
crazy.
But you also know you've survived things these kids can't even imagine. They've got nothing on you. Now, chin up. You've got this.
Oh, you want to start now?
You've caught him off balance.
Go ahead and take a seat. Since we haven't had time to prepare an exhaustive questionnaire, I think we can keep this interview more freeform. Why don't you tell us a bit about the books you're interested in? And we'll just see where the conversation goes. Aha, a real old-school pedestrian materialist. So what sort of practical works are we talking about?
Just consider the cockatoo, for instance. How much do you really know what they're like?
Cockatoos. Fascinating. So
This is a good start. They're starting to loosen up. You feel relaxed and in control.
Debate
this
cock.
is a subject where you hold all the
But really, when I saw the Major Majestic in all its glory, I knew that was the cockatoo.
I have to say, I underestimated the opulence of cockatoos. I've only ever seen a grey one. It makes sense though. Mazovianism stresses the essential continuity between humanity and nature. So anything you find in one should be reflected in the other. What's the exact quote, Uli?
I believe it's, man is the mirror of the world.
These kids are eating out of your hand, practically. Another quarter of an hour disappears. The questions come rapid fire, but you have an answer for every one. Now you can sense things starting to slow down.
Don't you think, though, that you can only really understand current events if you have a firm background in history and political theory?
Listen, books are fine and all, but to be straight with you, they're no substitute for a real story.
Okay, we'll buy it. What sort of stories are we talking?
A real-life procedural, complete with gory details.
You've got our attention.
Yes.
Now you're getting somewhere. These boys aren't even bothering to contain their interest. They want to see how you weave the threads of this story together. Even the lieutenant seems engrossed, despite
probably against regulation, but
an RCM investigation.
He's into the story.
Okay, but when you say he spoke to you, you mean metaphorically, right?
Right, of course. I'm really talking about my top-notch forensic skill.
The work he did on the autopsy was quite good, I can confirm.
So have you figured out his real identity?
Another quarter of an hour disappears. The conversation bounces back and forth. Whatever their pretensions, it's clear these two have been craving something real. Now you can sense things starting to slow down. Time to wrap this tab.
But I'm still not sure how love did.
There has to be some other element to it. We don't have the full story yet.
I suppose we'll have to leave it there. But listen, Jean-Don. We could use someone with your breadth of expertise. With just a little more theoretical background, I think you'll be able to make some real contributions.
Yes, I would say he's got serious potential at least.
And with that, welcome to the most ideologically advanced materialist reading
you're
group
in the...
Here's your first assignment. It's an overview of inframaterialist theory. A little bit, you're going to fit right in, I think.
Oh.
Do be sure to take your time with the reading. We'll be clinching.
We think of ourselves as more of an intellect.
No, we're an independent organization. We acknowledge and respect the union's efforts, but our interests are more theoretical than...
They're not part of the union either, huh? Okay, are there any operations?
No, unfortunately. The communards were hunted down and killed nearly to a man.
His companions are... He's practically itching to stick that thing in someone's face.
Yes, like that one. Can I hold it? It's heavier than I was expecting.
The attitude of a priest bearing one of the holy relics of his faith.
Well, I guess
though it is long
communists now
service,
worship the part when they held power.
Evident
But that was like
him.
50 years ago.
When he's finished, he returns the rifle to you with a...
What do you mean? This is the reading group.
Shouldn't a group have more than like two people?
We're in something of...
Some of our former comrades didn't have the ideology.
Intellectual attrition is maybe the best way to describe it. Felix said he couldn't keep up with the reading on top of his classwork. And Susanna wanted to... Oh, sure. But you can always join a book club if that's what you're... We've tried recruiting new members, but unfortunately the current intellectual climate is pretty hostile to inframaterialist thought. These days...
Yeah, there's some commentary about online leftists at this point.
Right. Then they're the most depressing school of communism. They love writing long books with a patina of Mazovian theory to cover up their cheap psychologizing.
A gang of cheap psychologists and intellectual midgets. Typical Gottwalders.
It's okay for Uli to say that, because his dad is from Gottwald.
What's so
The
professing about
Gottwald
their
school
theory?
believe that intellectuals as a class are incapable of sparking revolutionary change. So all they can do is critique capitalism from inside itself. That's why they spend all their time smoking cigarettes and writing long works of criticism that make you want to commit suicide. It is miserable. That's probably why they're always committing suicide. You see, the Gottwald school look like communists. They talk like communists. But scratch the patina and you'll see beneath that they're just depressed liberals who've read too many books. For starters, they love talking about beans. Oh sure, but iconoclasts are obsessed with beans. They love thinking about beans. They love counting beans.
This is the economically focused
models to
leftists.
predict how many beans there'll be in the future. They're by far the most bean-centric school of communism.
Ah yes, the much maligned bean counters, ensconced in their think tanks.
They're moderates. What's wrong with making progress through moderate economic
reforms? A
reforms?
series of incremental, assiduously technocratic reforms.
See? You're already falling for that scarcity logic. You start off assuming there aren't enough beans to go around. So naturally you want to cut the bean rations in half. And next thing you know, there are budget cuts. So now we've got to cut the bean rations in half again. You see, iconoclasts claim to be communists. But in reality, they're just liberals with hard-ons for spreadsheets.
What about the liberals? Are they liberals?
Of course
too?
not. The only people who actually call themselves liberals are mouth-foaming reactionaries.
Basically indistinguishable from fascists. You'd need an X-ray machine to tell the difference.
Cindy is...
something of an ideological auxiliary.
Yes, that's exactly how I would put it. And naturally, we support her radical
okay, so they have hung
aesthetics.
out.
But she refuses to submit an essay, so we can't call her a member of the
Yeah, I don't think
KVC.
we can make her write an essay.
That doesn't stop her from using the room for studio space, of course. It's an unfortunate story. You see, our ex-comrade Maurice is something of an economist.
He's studying macro and microeconomics.
Wow, a real intellectual, it sounds like.
Right. So a few weeks ago we were discussing...
It was unbelievable. He said, turnips don't care if they are grown by communists, moralists, or Vulcan. They grow just as...
Basically, he was rejecting the whole foundation of inframaterialism.
Wait, what?
Simply that under suitably revolutionary conditions...
Oh, okay, this is a reference to
relative to non-revolutionary
what happened in China, where they were like, oh, our yields are up, and then they expected that the yields would keep going up essentially forever, which is obviously not true.
He's been hanging out with some...
For us, the question boiled down to, if you don't even accept the basic ideas of...
So you expelled Maurice from a reading group over an argument about turnips.
It wasn't so much...
He just quit coming. We haven't seen him around.
Go ahead.
Okay, does that finish the quest? Oh, we gotta read the book too. Okay, we gotta do the reading, you know? Hey, respect. Gotta do the reading. I don't know we got time to do it now, but...
The cover of this on the inside jacket flap, you find this brief look, TM, introduces readers to one of this century's. You turn to the table of content, known to his numerous admirers as the evangelist of the revolution. And during his unparalleled life, he helped, and yet his most fascinating contribution to history may be, if you're like most people, you probably completely backwards. You think with your hands, always have. It's common for some developmentally delayed children, as Mazov's during his final years in exile, he produced, among other things. But one subject he returned to, we may yet discover, he wrote in his notebooks. That, under certain exceptions, stay with us a moment long. Unfortunate building on Nielsen's basic insight, these theorists reached a startling conclusion that a sufficiently revolutionary state might begin to exhibit certain.
So these people are saying if enough people just believe in communism, it will
the
come
actual
true.
theory is highly. That's because this is absolute idiocy, not even worth engaging with. Inframaterialists at the lowest or first level, revolutionary plasm is believed to stimulate precisely, though plasm does more than it's also been postulated that plasm may, of course, oh yeah, we're talking about white-hot communist sex, baby. That's correct. Reports from the revolutionary period, 8 hours, there's no way. Your equipment would be mashed to jelly. No wonder the communards couldn't shoot straight. They were too shagged out. And on that note, you feel like you've gotten the general. The book fits quite snug. You flip forward when, at this second level, certain hyper-revolutionary individuals may even develop
Communists can read minds?
According to inframaterialists, of course, one doesn't need to be a communist to be it's become something of a folk legend that during their final meeting,
that's probably
Nielsen
not what
and
happened.
Mazov, one of the much of what we know of the communards' activities during this period.
Hey Kim, you say we
come
share
from
pretty
memoir.
special
I suppose we do work quite well together.
Your words hang in the air. The lieutenant looks at you.
Did I? My bad.
As we were saying, it's generally believed because plasm hasn't. This
Okay,
should
this
be more than
plasm
enough
stuff
for a
is
stim-
pretty
breeze
crazy.
through the next several. When a society, more like suggests, of course, some inframaterialists have even argued that it might require more plasm than humanity alone may be capable. There are numerous stories from Samara among known attempts to channel third-level capabilities. It concerned, according to communard law, these acolytes positioned themselves at the top of a redoubt Just the communards were notoriously under-equipped. Against the much better, the acolytes, along with the redoubt, were vaporized in an artillery strike. Picture the lot of them, all standing with their fingers. It's been said, though, that in the weeks following the battle, of course, colorful anecdotes only scrap in the SR, but as of this writing, some have theorized that such a society would be. This sounds like a seditious fantasy. Others have argued that people living under third-level conditions will, in some of
Alright, yeah, this is more like a religion
Nielsen
if you
himself
read this stuff.
speculated about the potential for an extra-physical architecture. Nielsen called it the highest expression of. On the following page, you come across a few black and white reproductions from Another depicts something about that tower looks awfully familiar. Could it be? That's all right. If you'd like to try something different.
All right. What do you have to do now? Return to the group for discussion. Oh, can you still do it?
You're back.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She said if she's going...
And I don't think she could afford rent at an actual studio. Oh, sure.
Interesting. His companion.
Come on. It's not that I don't have anything to say about...
You flustered the poor boy.
It's too bad she hasn't even...
I think she'll get there, though. The deal, at a fundamental level, I guess you could call it the shattered bones of a dream crushed by capital.
That's really good stuff.
Thanks, Uli. That could be. It would explain some of the more ornate detailing.
His friend yawns.
Go ahead. Yes.
His companion. They're impressed that you dove right into the most advanced parts.
Yeah, we're gonna
of
speak
the theory.
all throughout the night.
Half an hour evaporate. The cool breeze coming off the bay wraps itself around the Capeside apartments in a nearly forgotten part of that glorified construction site, surrounded by rusted pieces of scaffolding and walls of faded tarpaulin. A detective of the RCM debates the intricacies of an abstruse theory with a pair of university students.
The two phenomena are actually deeply intertwined. Many inframaterialists believe that Bale is actually a manifestation of nostalgia and historical inertia. Those same theorists have hypothesized that revolution may in fact create a counterforce that prevents the Bale from expanding.
Now the breeze has subsided.
Well, on that note...
Yes. One of our...
What do you mean, is that it? You've done the reading, we talked about it. What more do you expect from a reading group? More what? It seems like there's something on your mind.
He probably won't...
But it's getting late. So
Right,
maybe
right.
pick
Ask
the
the
most
most-
important question.
Most important about... Oh, it is a red check. It cannot be tried.
Detective, how should I know what questions you have about communism?
Haunted by lost love. Okay.
Come on. We have things to do in the morning.
He says he...
Are you up?
In other words, you'll forfeit their respect if you back out.
All
now.
right.
All right, here we go. We're devoting all, maybe in another life, but not. It's too late. The young man. No. Somehow.
Oh no, are women bourgeois? Oh god. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I don't want to end up thinking like, yo, put the misogyny on the. Oh wait, what? Oh. Oh, do I have to come back another night? Maybe that's what it is. Oh. I guess we just, if we load in, it comes too late. Okay. I don't know, this is like a glitch or whatever. I guess you have to come back another night. Alright.
Hello again, officers.
Yeah, I guess they're supposed to leave after a certain, Okay. Well, I guess this is a good place to call it here, too. We'll continue this later if it all goes according to plan.